Imagine trying to explain how a smartphone works to a medieval knight. Now multiply that difficulty by about a million, and you have us trying to figure out the Trinity. It's the ultimate beautiful brain twister of the Christian faith. We say God is one, but we also say he is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. If you're doing standard math, 1 plus 1 plus 1 usually equals 3, right? So how on earth does 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1? It feels like our brains are doing gymnastics, just trying to keep up. Here's the secret. We aren't doing bad math. We're just talking about two totally different things. It really boils down to the difference between what someone is and who someone is. Think about yourself for a second. If I were to ask you, what are you? You'd probably look at me a little funny and say, I'm a human being. But if I ask, who are you? You'd give me your name. You are one what, a human, and one who, your specific self. For us humans, it's always a one-to-one ratio. Now let's look at God. Because God is infinite and the creator of reality itself, he plays by a completely different, much bigger set of rules. When we ask, what is God? The Bible is super clear from cover to cover. There is only one divine being, just one God, period. But when we ask, who is God? The answer gets gloriously complex. He is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God is one what and three whos. They share the exact same divine nature, the same power, the same infinite knowledge, the same eternal existence, but they are distinct persons. Sometimes people try to make this easier to swallow by using analogies. You've probably heard a few. It's like water. It can be ice, liquid, or steam. Or it's like a guy who is a father to his kids, a son to his parents, and an employee at work. It sounds great and it makes sense to our human brains, but those analogies actually fall a little short. My apologies to all the hardworking Sunday school teachers out there. Those examples describe one person just wearing different hats or changing forms. But the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit don't take turns playing God. They aren't just one person changing outfits depending on the situation. They actually interact with each other. My favorite picture of this is Jesus' baptism in the New Testament. Imagine the scene. Jesus, the Son, is physically standing in the Jordan River, water dripping off him. At the exact same moment, the Holy Spirit comes down from the sky looking like a dove, and the Father's voice booms out of heaven saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." They are all there at the exact same time, actively relating to one another. The Father loves the Son obeys the Father, and the Spirit empowers the Son. It's a dynamic, living relationship. Why the Trinity actually matters. You might be thinking, okay, that's cool theology, but why does it actually matter for my Tuesday morning commute? It matters entirely because of love. We hear all the time that God is love, but love is an action that requires someone to receive it. If God were just a single solitary person floating out in the emptiness of space before he created the universe, who did he love? If he was all by himself, he would have had to create us just so he could finally experience love. We'd be completely necessary for his emotional well-being, like a cosmic coping mechanism. But because of the Trinity, God didn't need us. Before the first star was ever spoken into existence, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit were locked in this perfect, joyful, eternal relationship. They were already experiencing pure love, honoring each other, and sharing perfect joy. God is love at his very core. And out of the overflow of that amazing, abundant relationship, he decided to create us and invite us into it. We aren't an obligation, we're an invitation. Is the Trinity a mystery? Absolutely. If we could completely fit the infinite creator of the universe into our 3-pound human brains, he wouldn't be much of a god, would he? It's a bit mind-boggling, but honestly, it's incredibly comforting. We worship a God who is beautifully complex, completely unified, and fundamentally defined by perfect relationship.